Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Alyssa. For everyone that's new here, before you continue watching this video, you know what to do. Take a minute to hit that subscribe button. And also if you liked it, give it a thumbs up. So in today's video, this one for me has been so long awaited. It has taken probably like 2 months, 2 to 3 months for all of this to finally be finished and for me to get all the results back. As you can see from the title, I will be sharing my Ancestry DNA results. And it did not start with Ancestry DNA. The first company that I used was 23andMe. Just a long story short, 23andMe did not work out for me at all. I started just normally. I bought one of the kits that you put your saliva in and you ship it off, they test it, they tell you what you are essentially. Didn't work for me for some reason for 23andMe. So I did that, I spit into the tube, I sent it back for them to analyze the DNA. And I think either 2 or 3 times I got it back and they just said they couldn't extract anything from my DNA. I don't know why, and it didn't really tell me that much information. It just says like if there's not enough like DNA in your saliva, then clearly there's not really much they can do. So I ended up getting a full refund for that, and I paid I think $69 for that on Amazon. And I ended up just going with Ancestry DNA. It's like the #1 brand for all of these like DNA results kinds of things. So I figured this has to work if 23andMe didn't, and it did. To start off, I know a lot of you guys are probably familiar with what you do. So basically you buy a kit, and when you get the kit, there's like a little tube inside. You have to spit into the tube, there's a line, and that you have to fill it to that certain point, and then you put the cap down and there's like a little liquid, I forget what it's called, but it's a little liquid that mixes with your saliva. You shake that and you mail that back to the company. It's already like stamped, so you don't have to worry about like shipping fees or anything. You just drop it in a mailbox and you send it right back. After the whole 23andMe thing, that in itself took about, I want to say like maybe 3 to 4 weeks before they finally told me, hey, like we can't get any DNA from your saliva, so we're just gonna refund you your money. I'm starting from like the very beginning, like from the first day that I got the 23andMe kit. That was maybe like 3 to 4 weeks in itself, and then after I finally got the refund for it, I ended up going back on Amazon because that's where I purchased the 23andMe kit, and I ordered Ancestry DNA, and I actually saved like $10 or $15 on it anyway because it ended up being cheaper than the 23andMe kit. I just did the basic DNA one because I know that you can do like traits like in your family history, if there's like certain traits that you have that your ancestors might have had as well. I don't really care about all that. I just basically want to see like the countries and like the percentage of like my background and stuff. So I just did the regular kit, which was like, I want to say like $50 or something like that. There's actually an Ancestry DNA app, and I still have it on my phone, so I'm also going to insert screenshots so that you can see what it looks like in the app as well. So before I get into all of like the countries and the percentages that I am from these countries, I'm just going to give like a little brief history. So both of my parents are from Belize. If you don't know where that is, it's in Central America, next to Honduras, like next to Mexico. Down there. Personally, I've never been. I do want to go one day, I guess, but yeah, that's where they're from, so that's pretty much all I know. And I do know that my dad's father, so my grandfather, was Lebanese, like part Lebanese. I'm not sure how much, but he definitely said that he was part Lebanese. So let me tell you, I was actually pretty shocked when I saw the map with all of the countries. You can see it like here, because it's pretty much everywhere. The majority that I had, the most that I had out of anything was 30%, which actually kind of shocked me. I thought it was gonna be at least 50% like of something, but surprisingly that wasn't the case. Like the most was 30%, and that was Benin/Togo, which is West Africa. I'm not 100% sure which countries that's next to, but I do know it's West Africa. And that was 30%. And then the next one that I had was Cameroon, Congo, and southern Bantu peoples. That's also like, I guess, middle, like it's more of the middle to lower part of West Africa. You can look at it on a map. Yeah, so that was actually like a little bit more surprising to me because clearly I figured some part of West Africa, but I didn't know that it was gonna be like so many different countries in Africa. And because of the only background I had, which was from, my parents are from Belize, like I said, and then my grandfather, he was like partly Lebanese. For me, Middle East, so Syrian and Lebanese, was only 9%, which is actually, that, I have to say, came as a shock. And then everything else is like smaller percentages of just a ton of different countries. So England, Wales, and Northwestern Europe, I had like 8% of that. Mali, which is also in Africa, 6% of that. Ivory Coast, Ghana, 4%. Nigeria, 4%. And this next one, Native American, North, Central, and South, that also came as a shock because my parents are from Central America, and like mostly their parents were also from Central America and Belize. So the fact that that was only like 4% was like, oh wow, okay. So I guess it goes, well, clearly it goes back like so much further than I thought. And this was kind of funny. Eastern Europe and Russia, I had 2% of that. 2% of Spain. I've actually been to Spain. I do quite like it. I've been to Barcelona and Valencia, and Valencia was actually a much better experience for me than Barcelona. Like Barcelona was like so city, like I'm from a city. Nothing about Barcelona really like intrigued me much because every time I go to like new cities, to me it's just like another city. So it doesn't really like wow me. And then for the last 4, I had just like 1%, and then the last one was like less than 1%. And those were Sweden, Native American, and Andean, which I'm not really sure what that is. I would have to look it up. Germanic Europe, and Senegal, which was less than 1%. Yeah, so overall I thought it was pretty interesting. I would never have guessed that a lot of these countries were part of my heritage, my background. And once you read like into how your family might have like ended up a certain place, it's quite interesting because then it gives you more of a background into your history, which is the whole point of like these DNA tests. I would say all in all, this whole experience, even though I had to wait like 2 to 3 months total for everything to finally be finished, it's actually, I don't know if like eye-opening is the right word, but I would say that it's nice to know like what your background actually is as someone who people sometimes consider ethnically or racially ambiguous. Like it's nice to have like answers, you know, because you think that like you're one thing, like I know my parents are from Belize, I know that their parents were like from Belize too. So when you finally have like answers and like you know the backgrounds of everything, it's kind of, I have to say, eye-opening. So it's a pretty interesting experience overall. Yeah, so that's pretty much all I have for this video today. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you've taken 23andMe, Ancestry DNA, any one of those DNA tests, let me know like what was the most shocking result for you, because I know that some of these for me, they were quite shocking. Hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. Before you leave, again, hit that subscribe button, give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.